What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and today I want to give you guys my March Madness predictions. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I don't want you really to watch the video. I just prefer to you guys to listen to this while you're doing something else. Multitask. Unless you want to stare at this beautiful career tribute card for DeMarcus Ware, an Ultimate Legend, 99 overall. Jump the snap. These great stats: 88 speed, 92 block shedding, 93 power moves. I'm concerned here, not concerned. I want to see what his power moves, and yeah, 96 power moves, 91 finesse moves. So yeah, I mean, unless you guys want to look at this beautiful card, by all means go ahead. But really, I'm going to tell you guys what I believe is going to happen in this March Madness, and it starts tomorrow, guys. Oh, I'm so excited! I cannot wait. I'm really slacking down homework and shit, but I'm making this video anyway because I know my fucking priorities. So let's go. I'm going to go through all the games, round of 64, 32, Sweet 16, and so on and so forth, and to give you guys my final winner. And tell me guys in the comments below who you guys think are going to win, and tell me who you agree and who you don't agree with. And yeah, let's get started here. So let's get started with the first games here in the East region. We have number 1 Villanova versus the number 16 seed Mount St. Mary's, and I believe Villanova will win that game. Kind of, easy. Number 8 Wisconsin versus number 9 Virginia Tech. I believe that Wisconsin will win that. They're a really good 8 seed, so that'll be a nice game in the round of 32 right there. Virginia versus North Carolina Wilmington. People are saying Wilmington will upset West Virginia, but I do not believe that. I believe that Virginia will move on. Florida versus Eastern Tennessee State. Again, another upset favorite, but I believe that Florida will prevail. Number 6, SMU versus the winner of Providence and USC, and that game will be happening later. People think SMU will be doing good, but I personally think that Providence will win this game, and I personally think that Providence will indeed move on and beat SMU, the 11th seed, their first upset. And now to our biggest upset so far. It'll be number 14 New Mexico State will upset number 3 Baylor. I'm not confident in Baylor. Last time they were 3 seed, they lost to a 14 seed. They lost last year as a 5 seed. They always lose. They always lose. Maybe it's their year, but I don't believe it. I think New Mexico State will pull off the upset. Number 7 North Carolina versus number 10 Marquette. I think Marquette will win. Marquette is a dark horse team to me. And number 2 Duke versus number 15 Troy. I think Duke will win, but Troy is always an upset option here. All right, moving down to the West. I'm pretty sure it will be Gonzaga, number 1 Gonzaga versus the 16th South Dakota State. Gonzaga will move on. Number 8 Northwestern versus number 9 Vanderbilt. I believe that Vanderbilt will move on, even though Northwestern is their first time being in the tournament, but I still think Vanderbilt will make it. Notre Dame versus Princeton. Notre Dame will win that game. West Virginia versus Bucknell. West Virginia, I believe, will win that game. The number 6 Maryland and number 11 Xavier. That's actually going to be a close game, but I still think Maryland will prevail. And another big upset here. The number 3 Florida State will lose to the number 14 Florida Gulf Coast. I have Florida Gulf Coast winning that game, and I had them go to the Sweet 16, but I changed my mind at the last second. So, but I mean, maybe they still might, but I did change my mind there, so hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. I believe that number 10 VCU will beat the number 7 St. Mary's, and Arizona will beat North Dakota, so that fills out the West. Now moving on to the Midwest here, we have number 1 ranked Kansas versus number 16 California Davis, and they won their game just a little bit ago, so that's nice to see right there. Congratulations to them. Kansas will obviously win that game. Number 8 Miami versus number 9 Michigan State. This game could go either way, but I think Michigan State will win. Michigan State is kind of one of those teams, like, they're not playing that good this year, but it is the tournament, so they might just show up there. Very nice dark horse team right there. Upset alert, number 5 Iowa State, number 12 Nevada. I think Nevada will win this game, but if not, Iowa State, they will go pretty far, so hoping it doesn't bite me, but it definitely might. And number 4 Purdue is going to beat number 13 Vermont. Number 11 Rhode Island is going to thrash Creighton. Like, I am so confident in that game. Guys, pick Rhode Island that game. I'm just really confident. Oregon will beat Iona. Michigan will beat Oklahoma State. And Louisville will beat Jacksonville State to round off the Midwest. And finally, we have the South region here. with number 1 North Carolina. They're going to beat Texas Southern. Seton Hall is actually a very nice team. Is going to beat a nice Arkansas team. Either or can give North Carolina a pretty good fight in this next round. Upset. This is a big upset. It's not even an upset though, because Middle Tennessee is actually favored against the number 5 Minnesota Golden Gophers. That's insane. It's the first time a 12 seed has been favored against a 5 seed since 1999. That is insane, guys. So Middle Tennessee is going to win it there. And then we have number 4 Butler is going to beat 13 Winthrop. And there's the next upset I have. I have Kansas State because they won. They're going to beat Cincinnati. It's just my opinion there. UCLA will beat Kent State. Wichita State will beat Dayton. And Kentucky will beat Northern Kentucky to round out the round of 64. So let's head back up to the East region and go to the round of 32, where we have number 1 Villanova playing against number 8 Wisconsin. Very good matchup, but I believe that Villanova will win that. Number 5 Virginia versus number 4 Florida. I believe that Virginia will win that game. And now we have the upset game here. Providence, I think it's going to be, or USC, doesn't really matter, is going to face New Mexico State. I feel like the winner of that, or basically, I think Providence will move on. So Providence making a Sweet 16 appearance. Nice to see that. And Duke will beat Marquette, but not by a lot. I think Marquette will keep it close, but I think Duke will end up winning. And probably the biggest upset I have so far, or one of, Vanderbilt, number 9 Vanderbilt will beat Gonzaga. Gonzaga will lose in the second round. I have that in so many of my brackets. I just strongly believe that Gonzaga is not that good and they will lose in the second round to Vanderbilt. So that's just my predictions right there. The number 4 West Virginia will beat number 5 Notre Dame. And then number 6 Maryland will beat the 14 Florida Gulf Coast. But I did originally have Florida Gulf Coast winning this game. Might change it still, I'm not sure. Might see Florida Gulf Coast back in the Sweet 16, but you never know. It won't bite me either way too much. And number 2 Arizona will beat number 10 VCU. Moving on to the other side. Kansas will beat number 9 Michigan State, but not by much. That'll be a very close game. Purdue will roll against Nevada, in my opinion. Oregon will just barely beat Rhode Island, because I do believe Rhode Island can make a Sweet 16 appearance, so I'm not super confident in that game, but I think that Oregon will just beat them. And the number 7 Michigan, the rolling Michigan Wolverines, will beat the number 2 Louisville Cardinals. That's what I believe. I feel like Michigan will win that game and make a little bit of a run right there. And in the last corner of the bracket here, North Carolina will beat Seton Hall. It will be a very close game, in my opinion. Butler will beat Middle Tennessee. UCLA will beat Kansas State, and Kentucky will beat Wichita State by only 5 or 6. That'll be a close game. Wichita State will keep it close. And now on to the Sweet 16. We're getting to the bread and butter of the tournament now, guys, where we have back up to number 1 Villanova playing number 5 Virginia, and I believe that number 1 Villanova will win that game. And then Duke is going to roll against Providence, I believe, if they make it that far. And then I have West Virginia, number 4, beating the number 9 Vanderbilt. Commodores, and Arizona will beat Maryland. Maryland go to the Sweet 16. Nice to see that. The number 1 Kansas will beat number 4 Purdue. But the number 7 Michigan Wolverines will beat the number 3 Oregon Ducks. I believe Michigan will beat them. And we'll see Michigan in the Elite 8 versus Kansas once again. We always seem to see that. And then another big upset here. I believe that number 4 Butler will beat the top-ranked North Carolina Tar Heels right there in the South region. I think 4 Butler will move on. And then a really big game here. It's probably the biggest game so far. The 3 UCLA Bruins versus number 2 Kentucky Wildcats. I think UCLA will win by 3. Some sort of buzzer beater will happen. And now on to the Elite 8 with the toughest game yet. This is the toughest game. Number 1 Villanova versus number 2 Duke. I thought long and hard about this, very long, hard. Still subject to change, but as of right now, I have the number 1 Villanova beating number 2 Duke. It's a tough one, but I believe that Villanova will win that game. And then I have Arizona handily beating West Virginia. West Virginia making it to the Elite 8, nice for them. And then in the other matchup, Kansas will beat Michigan. It'll be close, but I believe that Kansas will beat Michigan. And UCLA will beat Butler. So our final 4 now, we have Villanova, number 1 Villanova versus the number 2 Arizona. And then we have number 1 Kansas versus number 3 UCLA. So I believe that Villanova will beat Arizona in close game, but I think Villanova will win. And then I believe that UCLA will beat the number 1 ranked Jayhawks. So your championship game on April 3rd will be the number 1 Villanova, I think they're Wildcats, versus the number 3 UCLA Lonzo Ball Bruins. And the winner of that game will be the Villanova Wildcats. So yes, I believe that Villanova will indeed repeat their championship run, and they will win the game against UCLA 74-68. So that was my bracket, guys. Let me know who you guys are going to win in the comments below. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. You liked hearing my picks and whatnot. If you guys enjoy that stuff, just let me know. I can definitely do more stuff like that. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. This is Tyler signing off saying, see ya in the next episode, guys. Or not see ya in the next episode. See you in the next video I make, guys. And happy March Madness to everybody. Later.